In this video, I'm gonna do a rounded off or circular notch, a recessed notch on the front of the drawer. This is my front panel of the drawer before assembly of the drawer. So I want to cut off this round pattern over here so I can put my fingers in and pull the drawer out. This is my only choice because this is an inside drawer, meaning that it's hidden behind the door. So I cannot use really a drawer hardware or a knob to pull the drawer out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a recessed notch over here. Now, in order to make a clean circular cut over here, I'm going to be needing a mold or a pattern or a jig, for that matter, to use it on my router table as a guide to make those shapes on the drawer front. So what I'm going to do is first make the mold itself, or the jig itself. For that, I'm going to be making some circles with my hole saw, maybe a couple of sizes, and then once I have the hole, I'm going to cut where I need it to make that sort of moon shaped or crescent shaped guide that I need on my router table. So here's my two cut mold or jig. This is the shape, the crescent shape that I want to transfer onto my drawer front. This is a slightly bigger one and this is a smaller one. I just marked it with a pencil, and this is a small one and this is a big one. And I can use any shape. I just took two examples. I think I'm going to go with the smaller one overall. So in order to transfer the crescent shape onto the drawer front, I'm going to be using this flush trim bit with a bearing on the top and a blade underneath. So what I'm going to do is the mold that I just made, I'm going to stack it on top of my drawer front, and the mold will be aligned horizontally with the bearing, so it won't be cut, but the drawer front will be right underneath the mold, and that's going to be cut by the blade. And it should cut very close to the shape of the crescent when I'm done. Now I need to secure the piece, my mold piece or guiding piece on top of this drawer front while I cut this part out. Now there's two ways to do that. One is to use a two-sided tape, and I looked for some two-sided tapes, but they were all strong tapes, meaning that once applied, it's very difficult to take it off because they're usually meant to mount things on the wall, etc. The other solution is to simply use a hot glue gun, which I'll put some hot glue in maybe 4 or 5 different spots and stick this on, and that way once I'm done with the cutting, I can easily remove the guide piece later on. I've located the center point of this crescent shape over here, and also marked a center point on the front of my drawer. So I'm going to align these pretty much on top of each other to get the center point like that, and also align, of course, the top edge of my mold to the top edge of my front, and then I'll stick it with the hot glue. Now I have my guiding piece secured properly on top of my drawer front, flush from the top and center lined. I've also adjusted the flush trim router bit over here such that this bearing is aligned with the jig or the guiding piece over here, and the blade is going to cut the drawer front itself. So this has been flush trim and the crescent shape is now transferred onto my piece. Now I just have to sort of take this out. It comes out pretty easily, and if there is any hot glue left over on here, I can take a sharp chisel and just carefully take it out. It comes out pretty easily. There you go. I now have a recessed drawer front that I can use my fingers to open the drawer. I found out the most efficient way to put this together or dry assemble it is to start with the side wall of the drawer, put in the bottom of the drawer, then do the front and the back of the drawer. That's the front. That's the back, and then the other side of the drawer will just fit right in. And there you go. It's ready to glue. This is how it looks when the drawer is fully assembled and constructed. The actual construction of the drawer I have covered in a separate video in the past. I'll put a link to that. The only difference or different thing that I did at this point, I have increased the size of the dowel. I'm using walnut wood dowels here, and I increased the size of the dowels from 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch. And also I have changed the way I have inserted it. I insert them at a 10-degree angle, at a line which is 19/32 of an inch away from the edge. So that's the only change, but other than that, the drawer construction remains the same and the notch is added.